If you feel stuck in your business, chances are it's not your strategy, it's your mindset. I'm living proof of that. Today, I'm sharing 3 mindset shifts that completely changed my business and helped me scale fast. Hi, I'm Tiffany. I'm a nurse injector who scaled to 6 figures in just 6 months and to over $2 million in revenue in under 18 months. I came into aesthetics knowing almost nothing. No background in running a med spa, no roadmap for building $1 million brand. What I did have was grit, a lot of trial and error, and a willingness to shift the way I thought. So if you ever doubted yourself, felt like you weren't ready, or wondered if you could actually make this work, lean in. Because these 3 shifts changed everything for me. And they can change everything for you too. Shift 1, from employee to CEO. The first mindset shift I had to make was this: stop thinking like an employee and start thinking like a CEO. In the beginning, I was doing everything myself: answering phones, booking clients, posting on Instagram, injecting, closing customers in my DM, checking on complications, managing my books, you name it, I was doing it. And it wasn't sustainable. I was so overwhelmed, I was only sleeping 3 to 4 hours a night. At the same time, I was still working as a lash tech and raising my son. There were moments where I honestly didn't think I was going to make it. I'll never forget a returning customer once looked at me and said, "You need help." After she left, I broke down crying because she was right. I had invested everything into this business, but I wasn't seeing the returns I wanted, and I couldn't go back. I had no plan B. I was working weekends, bringing my son with me, and sneaking in little breaks to walk him to the playground. That's when I realized if something happened to me, this business would crash right with it, and I couldn't let that happen. I had a child to raise, so I had to make a mindset shift. Instead of holding on to every dollar and every responsibility, I started reinvesting my money back into help. At first, it was freelancers, then an assistant a few days a week to handle admin and social media. Next came a bookkeeper, then a nurse who could take on easier services, and eventually an ads company to help me bring in new clients. Every hire gave me back my time, energy, and peace of mind. And every time I let go of something, my business grew. The moment I stopped asking, how can I do this, and started asking, who can do this for me, that's when I unlocked real growth. Delegation isn't laziness, it's leadership. And it's the only way to build something that lasts beyond you. And that first shift from employee to CEO completely changed how I ran my business. But it was just the beginning. By the way, if you're listening to this and thinking, I need help either building up my injector skill set or learning to run my business the right way, I've put resources together for you. Check the link in the description. I have courses that will either help you improve your injection skills or streamline your business process so that you won't burn out like I did. All right, now let's get into the second shift that completely changed everything for me. Shift 2, from scarcity to abundance. The second mindset shift was moving from scarcity to abundance. When I first started, I was terrified to raise my prices. My thoughts were, if I charge more, no one will book. If I stop discounting, my calendar will be empty. If I invest in help, I'll lose money I don't have. That's what scarcity sounds like. It keeps you small. It makes you believe there's only one pie and everyone is fighting for the same slice. And when you're in that mindset, you make desperate decisions. At one point, I was advertising on Groupon. Yes, it brought in a flood of customers, but they were only there for the cheapest deal. They weren't loyal. They weren't planning to return, and I was making cents on the dollar. On top of that, I was dealing with constant complaints, nitpicking, and nickel and diming. One of my lowest points was running a promotion for a full body laser at $250, knowing the going rate was upwards of $1,000. I told myself, well, $250 is better than nothing. But the truth was I hadn't factored in supplies, staff, overhead. When I did the math, I was basically working for free, wasting my time. And yet, because I was scared to overcharge, I kept doing it just to get people through the door. And it drained me. The turning point came when I finally raised my lip filler price. I was shaking, convinced everyone would leave, but the opposite happened. I started attracting a whole new level of client. People who valued my quality, people who trusted my expertise, people who wanted to come back again and again. That's when I realized abundance isn't just about money, it's all about energy. It's all about believing there are always more clients, more opportunities, more resources if you stand in your worth. And here's the truth. If you don't believe your work is worth the price, why should your clients? You have to believe it first. Once I stepped into that mindset, everything changed. I stopped chasing, I started attracting, my books filled. My brand grew stronger, and for the first time, my clients respected me because I respected myself. Shift 3, from perfection to progress. The third mindset shift is letting go of perfection and choosing progress. This was a tough one for me. I used to obsess about everything being just right before I share it. Lighting, captions, editing, branding. If it wasn't flawless, I thought it couldn't be posted. And that mindset kept me stuck. I'll never forget the time I filmed a reel for TikTok. It took me hours to record. I kept reshooting, stumbling over my words, deleting takes, trying to make it perfect. And after all that work, I accidentally deleted the entire video. I was devastated. I remember thinking, what was even the point? Maybe I'm not cut out for this. But here's what that moment taught me. Perfection will waste your time. And in the end, you'll still have nothing to show for it. So the next time I filmed content, I just told myself, just post it. Don't worry if it's perfect, just get it out there. And guess what? That imperfect video still brought me clients. With each new video, I got better and better. I started learning little tips and tricks, how to batch content, how to set up my camera, how to speak on camera. All those small lessons added up, and they made me more efficient, more effective every single time. That's when it clicked for me. People don't book you because your reel is flawless. They book you because you show up, because they trust you, because they see your consistency, and it wasn't just content. I saw the same thing with services and launches. I'd hold back thinking, what if it's not perfect yet? But progress is what creates feedback. Progress builds momentum. Progress moves you forward. If I had waited for perfection, I'd still be waiting. I didn't scale to multi-millions by holding back. I did it by taking messy action, posting the imperfect video, launching before I felt ready, and adjusting along the way. So if you're waiting for perfection, you'll wait forever. Perfection will keep you broke. Progress will get you paid. So to recap, the 3 mindset shifts that changed everything for me: thinking like a CEO, shifting from scarcity to abundance, and choosing progress over perfection. If you're stuck right now, it's not that you don't have the right strategy, it's that you haven't made the right mindset shift. And once you do, you'll be unstoppable. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these shifts do you need right now? Drop it in the comments. I love connecting with you there. And if you found this valuable, hit that like button, subscribe for more content on growing your aesthetics business, and share this with someone who needs the push today. I'll see you in the next video.